particularly when it comes to prices and when we are dealing with the internet and online digital platforms. It's a legitimate question, and most likely you don't always see what I see. For many things, this might be understandable. We have personalized recommendations, and it might even be desirable. With algorithms, we get dynamic pricing. So prices can change really fast throughout the day, and we might look at them at different times and see a different price. However, this also causes concern when prices can be adjusted just in time for large events, and people aren't always happy about this. However, prices can also be personalized based on my tailored taste. And this also has been causing concern. Some airlines that try to implement prices tailored for their customers. We even get surges. Based on demand, prices change really fast, and companies like Uber are well known to implement this kind of algorithm. And platforms now also provide price recommendations directly to their users and to the sellers on their platform. And in well-known cases, Booking.com or Expedia are known to do this kind of thing. So, do you see what I see? I'd like to invite you to do a small test of this. So on the screen, you find this QR code. This will lead you to Booking.com. And so I'd like to ask those of you present that wish to see this for yourselves to scan the QR code. And this will bring you to a query on Booking.com for Trump International from the 5th to the 6th. I'm going to do this too with you. So brought to the booking page, you can see that it's already the query from the 5th to the 6th of November for 2 adults, the Trump International in New York. And I get a price of 1,006 Swiss francs for the Deluxe King room, 978 for the Superior Queen room. What do you get? Many of you might see prices in Indian rupees. I'm also making this query on the 15th of October, whereas you might be making it on the 16th of October in the morning. But what do you see? What prices do you see? And I invite you to remember this price. And if you get a chance later, just to check with the people next to you whether you get the same price. Some of you might have discounts. Some of you might have different prices altogether. So the price of hotels naturally varies over time on Booking.com. So I've actually been looking at data, historical data. I've been scraping some data from the website for 10 hotels in Times Square, for example. And we can see that there's clear trends. And if we look at a smaller selection of these hotels, just 2 hotels, we can see that the price fluctuates a lot. There might be some weekly trends, and as we get closer to the weekend, the price definitely tends to rise. And they somewhat do so together. They're somewhat moving together, these hotels that are supposed to compete in Times Square for customers. There's also a seasonal trend. So it's clear that all these prices vary, and this information is available, but not to everyone. It's available to Booking.com. It's available to somebody like me that is interested and scrapes the data. But it's not available to everyone. But in practice, we're all making these queries all the time. We're just not sharing them with each other. So right now in the room, you guys all made, or many of you, a query, the same query to the same website. We're just not sharing it with each other. And even for different websites, the competitor websites, there's potential for us to pool all these results together. Just the very results that we have collected by doing the searches that we normally do on the internet, so that we can have a history, so that we can verify, so that we can know over time what prices look like. Do we see different prices? Based on what? IP addresses, other personalized factors. The reality is that we live in an age of algorithmic orchestration where our economy is largely controlled by algorithms. These AIs, machine learning tools, these ranking algorithms are what provide the results of our searches. And they have to be, because there are far too many results. And it's really important for us to know what we see and what other people see too, for a free market to work well, but also for a democracy to work well. I'm sure you can imagine applying this similar reasoning to much more sensitive political topics and seeing the relevance that this has for democratic debate. And at the TIA summit, we have some great examples of how open data and open economic protocols like BEC-N can be used for platforms like Namayatri that provide innovative solutions. My mission is to research and develop positive algorithmic orchestration. And I'm looking for partners, contributors, or investors that are aligned with this mission. I have a PhD, a master's degree, and a Bachelor of Science. And you can find me at this email or scan the QR code to contact me and reach me on LinkedIn. And I very much welcome for any of you to reach out. I was really hoping to be present in person, but alas, I hope to come to Bangalore soon. Thank you.